Mindfulness and awareness, done this way, it's meaningless. It's Fundercast 995. Hey there, Tony here. And yeah, mindfulness is the cognitive skill usually developed through meditation of sustaining metacognitive awareness towards the contents of one's own mind in the present moment. I recommend practicing mindfulness and self-awareness less, because the information you see about mindfulness and self-awareness all over the place these days really focuses on that one word, self. And from what I've been able to determine through a variety of articles and information, they lead away from God. Here's an example of what I mean, taken from the ultimate internet authority, Wikipedia. The term mindfulness derives from the Pali word sati, a significant element of Buddhist traditions, and is based on Anapane Sati Chan. I don't know if I said that last word right or not anyway. Chan, and Tibetan meditation techniques. Though definitions and techniques of mindfulness are wide-ranging, Buddhist traditions describe what constitutes mindfulness, such as how perceptions of the past, present, and future arise and cease as momentary sense impressions and mental phenomena. So what does all that mean? 2 words. Mumbo jumbo. And I'll add one more word, okay? Dumbo. If your perceptions of the past, present, and future arise and cease as momentary sense impressions, also known as feelings, your life ain't got no foundation. I'll tell you that right now. And I'll tell you that later too, by the way. And if you put any kind of trust in mental phenomena, you're just liable to be tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine. That's from the Bible, by the way. And of course, none of that means you can't or shouldn't meditate, because meditation that doesn't focus on self can be a very powerful mental and emotional tool. And it can lead to some pretty darn magical little moments.
There was a ukulele lady on a corner by a Christmas tree, and a banjo bandolero with a turquoise pinky ring. Behind them was a biker who was tapping on a tambourine, and a girl whose lips were moving, but you couldn't even hear her sing. The shoppers did that shuffle that they do when the snowflakes fall. Every now and then a spark would dance through a neon light. The taxi cabs would jockey for position by a store's front door, and that quirky band of minstrels played the music for nothing all night. Those magic little moments, that somehow slip by. Those magic little moments, those sacred vignettes that fade out with the blink of an eye. There was a crystal chandelier in the foyer of a grand estate, and the sun created prisms that would decorate the empty hall. There was marble on the floor that they waxed maybe twice a week, and a cat named Orion who was sure he was the king of it all. Late at night he would prowl for a while just to keep himself in shape, but he knew he had appointments in the morning that he couldn't be late for. He was up at the crack of dawn and headed downstairs fast, so he could chase those little prisms and go sliding across the marble floor. Those magic little moments, that somehow slip by. Those magic little moments, those sacred vignettes that fade out with the blink of an eye. magic moments, those sacred vignettes that fade out with the blink of an eye. sacred vignettes that fade out with the blink of an eye.
Okay, I recommend that your meditation or your mindfulness, if that's what you want to call it, that it should focus on things that are true, noble, just, pure, lovely, and of good report. Of course, you already know that if you've been connected with me for even a little while. So this information and recommendation is for the uninitiated, the newbies, and anyone willing to trust truth over feelings and phenomena. Here's a little rhyme to help you remember. It's not a rule you have to follow, not a law you must obey, but when you're feeling lost and hollow, focused thoughts connect the way. Now this all has even more meaning for me right now because part of my occupational and physical therapy for better stroke recovery includes exercising my brain. It sounds like it'd be the easy part, but when parts of your brain are zapped due to a blood clot, you might be surprised how quickly the old think tank can run out of gas, and it runs out hard and fast. So I'm going to take my own advice right now, and I'm going to trust the truth with a capital T, as you see there, to help me. While I'm doing that, you should subscribe to my Funder Flash journal, because the flashes of light I share on my website come directly to your inbox that way. And then you can spend your valuable time reading instead of searching. And to show my sincere appreciation for your time and attention, I'll send you download links to books and music right away. And these are links that kids from 3 to 103 can enjoy. It's a lot of fun goodies. When you do that, you'll see that you need to agree to sign up for the Funder Flash, and you'll be on a mailing list, mine, and receive daily emails from me, from Tony Funderburk. And if you confirm your subscription, and that way you'll receive the links and you'll get the free downloads. If you don't see the confirmation in your inbox, check your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. And then just look for that big blue button like you see right there. Yes, send me the Funder Flash, and I will. How about that? Thank you so much for tuning in to the Fundercast podcast. And until next time, let's all keep our faith and hope pumped up by the power of God's love.